You want me to obviously search you. That's what you want me to do, isn't it?
I don't care what you do, mate. Drop on, man.
That's why you're here.
Go away, man.
So we're going to say to you, no, don't tell me to go away. You're outside the police station, okay? Which you will
So
film.
what's this, a little pep
You will
talk? You
film.
could've just kept it moving.
You will film police officers coming into work, going home from work.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
What are you
And the issue, the issue is, don't blow that in my face.
Why?
Do not blow that in my face.
Why? Is it a crime?
Because I said so, mate.
What starts as a simple audit outside a police station quickly turns into Section 43 threats, pressure, and intimidation. But the auditor stays calm and sharp, and he shuts it down with knowledge. Let's get straight into it, because this one escalates fast.
How are we doing?
Good.
Just usual hello. I know what you're all about. It's the same thing, innit? So we're just going to say hello because you're outside the police station, obviously. Yeah?
All right.
Okay. You good otherwise then?
Yeah, I know this guy.
Say again?
I know this guy here.
Oh, you've been stopped before, have you?
No, I've seen this guy been violating people's rights before. Any comments to make about that?
Nope.
Why you been out here using Section 43 on people?
I'm going to detain you for the purpose of the search.
Okay.
Based on the powers of the Terrorism Act.
Okay.
What is your number? 3232. What's your number?
Are you going to speak to
3026. What's your number?
What reason you filming the gates?
Sorry, can I get your number, please?
No, it doesn't mean to take for search.
No, can I get your number, please? You have to have reasonable suspicion that I'm here for terrorist activities.
You've done it at least once. Can you identify yourself, please?
Okay.
Yeah, Sergeant Manning.
You're recording.
I don't work for an organisation. You do. You're holding data on me.
Okay. Holding data. Okay.
Everything good? Can we help you with anything? You know what this is?
I just said to you, I've come over to say hello. You're outside the police station. That's
You're
what I'm doing.
awfully close.
Mate, it's the pavement, isn't it?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, people still need to walk past. You understand here? This is what the whole point you out here being. That you want police officers coming and engage with
recording me,
you.
yeah?
Yes, you're being recorded. Yeah.
You have to let me know, yeah?
You're being
You
recorded,
do
my
as well,
friend,
yeah?
I think you know you're being recorded. I think you know you're being recorded.
I do know, but
This is
other
what
people
you're
might
after.
not.
If you go on social media, I know it's about.
Okay, then why have you come out then?
To say hello. I know what you want
could
me
have
to
done that
do.
from the van.
As you said already.
Why have you?
You've my colleague.
I've seen you use
Listen.
Section 43
Hello,
twice. No,
hello.
I'm talking to him now.
No.
I've seen you use Section 43 twice. What's that all about? You're a sergeant.
I'm not going to discuss
Listen.
other things with you.
What?
Okay. As I said to you already, you want me to obviously search you. That's what you want me to do, isn't it?
I don't care what you do, mate. Drop on, man. Get
That's
out
why
of
you're
there, man.
here.
Go away, man.
So we're going to say to you, no, don't tell me to go away. You're outside the police station, okay? Which you will
So what's
film.
this, a little pep
You
talk?
will
You
film.
could've just kept it
Listen,
moving.
you will film police officers coming into work, going home from work.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
What are you
And
gonna
the
do
issue, and the issue is, don't blow that in my face.
Why?
Do not blow that in my face.
Why? Is it a crime?
Because I said so.
This is where legal awareness showed its real strength. The sergeant invoked Section 43, hinting at a terrorism-related search and subtly trying to cast the filmer as the issue. But the auditor didn't hesitate. He calmly asked for badge numbers, questioned the legal grounds, and refused to be intimidated. The dynamic shifted almost instantly. By pressing the officers to justify their actions, he flipped the pressure back onto them. Instead of explaining his innocence, they were now struggling to support a claim they couldn't properly substantiate. Knowledge changed the balance of power. It was a clear turning point, a legal checkmate in the middle of the encounter. When you understand your rights, vague threats lose their impact. Staying composed and informed forces accountability. In that situation, would you have challenged the claim or kept quiet and waited it out? What would shape your decision?
What do you want?
What do I want?
Yes, what do you want?
Would you like to give me your details?
No, why would I give
No?
my details?
You
You
wouldn't,
know
do
what this is.
No? Of course I know what it is. Of course I know what it is. Of course I know what it is. All I'm going to say to you, you're on CCTV there.
Good.
There and there, okay?
And on here as well, yeah?
And of course here. I'll make everybody
Alright,
aware.
move, man, move.
Listen, no,
You
be
said what you had
quiet.
to say.
No, you be quiet. I'm telling you.
So if we're on
Everyone
camera,
inside,
you've got nothing to worry
be
about.
quiet.
Look at this guy,
That's why I'm
bro.
not
Who are
doing
you, bro?
anything.
Who are you?
Exactly.
Who's this
Okay?
guy?
What I'll say, everyone who comes out of the
TSC lot are
gate,
moving wicked.
everyone who comes out of the gate, okay, will be aware that you're outside here.
Good.
I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of searching you and going through the rigmarole because that's what you want. You want me to post. Yeah, you want me to search you to post this on social media. I'm not going to give you the pleasure.
Well, you
okay?
still come out and giving me...
Yeah, because I want you to know that
You're giving
we
me
know
more
that
than
you're
enough.
here.
You're giving me more than enough. I'm still going to get paid, so thanks.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you're
Right,
here,
so you
isn't
could
it?
have just kept
Okay?
driving, but...
No, I just wanted to make sure that you're aware that we know you're
More-
here.
Okay.
Okay?
Good. I'm
That's
aware.
all it is, isn't it?
Anything else I can help
No,
you with?
you just make your videos and put them on social media, mate.
I will, thank
What
you.
a cracking job.
Thank you. You got a cracking job as well.
We'll make them aware, and that's it, innit?
Seems like you want to do
we
something,
do.
but you can't. You might as well abuse Section 43
Right.
again. This guy's done it twice.
Listen, I don't
With
need
no
to.
issues doing it.
You're shaking, holding your camera.
I'm
with
not
a
shaking
gimbal.
at all, mate.
Yeah, because you got a gimbal.
I'm not shaking.
You know what you're doing. I'm not going to
What
give
am
you
I doing? What do
satisfaction.
you think I'm doing?
All you want us to do is drive out here, stop and search you, post it on video. That's it. That's all you're after.
Or I want you to
Okay?
respect the rights of the public to take photographs.
Okay,
Can
mate,
you
yeah,
do that?
Of course it is. Yeah, that's what I'm letting you
Without
hear.
the attitude and
That's
that,
why I don't
like,
care.
telling me be quiet and
Mate,
da-da-da-da.
listen, I've got to come and speak to you because outside the
You
police
don't have to
station.
do anything.
I have to.
You don't
That's it.
have to do
It's part of the
anything.
job. But that's it for me.
This place is full of
That is
tyrants.
it for me,
This place
okay?
is full of tyrants. You're a
Good.
tyrant. I know you're a tyrant.
Yeah, good for you, mate.
The cameras weren't on. I'm sure this will
Good for you, mate.
go down
You have a
differently.
good day. Yeah, you
Any comments? What's going on with these Section 43s, man? Listen, you can say...
That's your worst video shit that you've ever done. That's your worst video shit that you've ever done.
That exchange laid the entire situation bare. The officer openly acknowledged he understood why the cameraman was there, accusing him of chasing a stop-and-search moment and framing the filming as deliberate provocation. But the auditor remained composed, firmly asserting his right to film in public and cutting through the narrative. Instead of reacting emotionally, he stayed focused, prompting the officer to reveal more than intended. By refusing to engage on the officer's terms, he shifted the pressure back. The officer's own words exposed the reality. They recognized the intent yet lacked any solid legal grounds to act. That admission changed everything. Once authority spells it out, the tension fades, the motive becomes clear, and accountability takes center stage. Legal clarity acts like protection. It neutralizes intimidation without escalating the situation. When you know your rights and calmly stand by them, the burden shifts. Did you notice that moment? Was the officer trying to control the situation or revealing he had...
It's not. It's all right. Manning, what's going on,
You
boss?
haven't got the gain. You haven't gained anything today. have
All right,
you?
mate. What's going on? I've seen you use Section 43 twice in other videos. Like, what's that all about?
Detained for the purpose of search, which means you can't leave at the moment. You're not under arrest.
Okay, yeah.
You can't leave until I've completed my search. When I've finished, I'll fill out a stop slip, which will have all the powers listed on it and the reasons behind why. Okay, do you understand all of that?
I believe it's an unlawful search.
Well, I didn't ask you what your opinion was. I'm asking you, do you understand all of that?
Like, why have you not learned?
I'm not going to discuss other
Why?
things with
Why have
you.
you done that, though?
I'm not
You want to
gonna
make any
discuss.
comment and kind of
No, I
instill a bit of
don't. I
confidence
don't
from the
wanna-
public?
No, I don't want to make any comment.
You like abusing people's rights?
I'm not
Is
going
that
to
what you enjoy
discuss
doing?
what I've done on other days with you.
Why not? Separate occasions, isolated incidents, two different
I
occasions.
don't think the footage he's got today is very good. Really, do you?
I think it's excellent.
For your subscribers who want to watch it, I don't
You
think
lot
you're
at
getting what you
TSG,
want.
like, what's this, like muscle of the Met? Like, I don't know what.
You come out with one intention today, and you haven't
No,
reached
listen,
it.
like,
You haven't reached your intention
the
today,
whole
have you?
reason is for you lot to respect the rights of the public to take photographs. Ultimately, like that's what it is.
We're not here trying to waste your time or trying to waste our time.
There you go, and you're doing it. So
Do you remember Constable Beach that was here? Oliver Beach.
No,
He's
I
being
don't.
sued now. You know that he's being sued.
I don't
I'm
know
suing
who's
him
talking
now. So he used Section 55 of the Terrorism Act to search me, and then 44, and they tackled me to the floor. He's now being sued at this same spot. I don't know why you lot are so anti. Like.
Well, your main gain is to go out and try and get reaction out of officers, isn't it? That's
Regardless
and
of what-
then put that onto social
So
media.
what is happening right now?
fault of the
So unfortunately, you failed in your task today, as I said before.
That's the fault.
I haven't failed because you still come out here, you're still talking. I still got something to post. Still gonna get paid. So
All right.
If
Enjoy
they
the rest of your
abuse their
day.
power, that's not
Enjoy
our
your
fault.
time. All right. You're done, aren't we?
yeah, we do this for a living. Yeah.
Exactly.
Any comment to make about that?
All happy, yeah? That's good, man.
All right. Has it been circulated? Yeah.
Yeah, he said he's going to circulate.
Man, don't abuse the rights of the public to take photographs. Yeah. And take that blue line off your thing as well. Cool. Desecrating the fan. Yeah. Good luck. Thanks. Yeah. Bye.
See you later.
Dismissed.
The situation just intensified. The officer asserted that the auditor could not leave until the Section 43 search was completed, brushed aside objections, and lent on authority to silence criticism. But the auditor responded without hesitation, calling it unlawful and continuing to challenge the officer's position. He didn't argue from a place of weakness. Instead, he questioned the legal basis, raised concerns about prior searches, and refused to accept the narrative being imposed on him. As the exchange unfolded, you could sense the shift, confidence on one side and growing uncertainty on the other. Because the auditor stayed calm and informed, the dynamic changed from command to justification. This was the turning point, where authority stopped dictating and started defending. When you understand your rights, intimidation loses its edge. Maintain your composure, understand the boundaries, and demand that every escalation has a legal basis. In that moment, would you have challenged the detention right away or remained silent during the search? What would give you the confidence to decide? If this breakdown gave you a clearer understanding of your rights, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more real-time accountability and legal insight.